Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Clone Evolution. And tonight, finally, some new events have occurred. I was playing a little bit earlier today, so I seen the events begin. So I got a little bit of a sneak peek to the action. 22 minutes to the store refreshes, so I'll be able to do that once today. Alright, they gave me 200 purple jewels. The other good news too is I was checking how much of the purple potions I have, and check it out. Boom, 94, which is weird because last time I checked I had over 100. So where did I lose purple potions? That's kind of a piss off. Why am I losing purple potions? Unless I just calculated wrong last time. That must be what it is. The other news that I got is when I clicked on the guild, they hooked me up with the last piece of 100 gear I needed to complete a set. So now Uncle Joe is the first mob that has a full set of 100 gear. Everyone else is still using 80 and 90 gear. I'd like to get everyone upgraded, but hey, it's what I have for now. Now I was thinking I wasn't going to use all the 100 purple potions because I'm like, I don't have anyone who needs 5 stars right now. But then I was like, what the hell? When I rechecked, it's not even 100. And I specifically remember checking it and I was at 108. So I was like, alright, I'm over the amount that I need. Now I'm under it, so I don't know how that happened. Must be a mistake on my end. Alright, today I decided to go for another bike ride. Went up to the university at Columbia Lake. Played a round of golf. I've printed out the page that gives me my yearly, my year membership. And then I forgot it at home, so I went to the course without it. But luckily none of the course security was there, so they didn't come and ask me. I was hoping that even if they asked me, I could just give them my name. Maybe that'd be enough. The practice round was a little bit on the rough side because what happened was the day before I played a long 18 and I was practicing to see if I could do 2 days back to back. Usually I take a day to rest so my shoulder doesn't get really sore. And boy, it got sore. The only good news from it was I played really well. The practice went way better than it did yesterday. In fact, at this one point, there was this couple sitting too close, like right in the middle of a golf course. They set up a blanket and they're having a picnic. I think what it is they're not really accustomed to that park being used as a golf course. Everyone's used to it just being a normal park. So I didn't yell at them and ask them to move because early on when I was a disc golfer, I would have to do that because my shot would be all over the place and I really had no idea where it was going to go. But thankfully, since I've started to switch over to the stiletto disc and now I have hairpin accuracy, I can shoot right next to people and not worry about hitting them. So this is what I had to do. It was one of the long shots I had for the course. I could barely even see the pin. It was as far away as I could throw it. And then I noticed that it was the identical shot I had the round before, and I was calculating how much I missed by. Because my shot is almost identical, so when I miss the first time I can just do the exact same shot and aim slightly different. So that's what I did. In order to aim different, I had to aim right at the people that are taking the picnic and then whip it at them and then have faith that the disc would eventually catch in the air, spin to the side and turn over and go into the basket. So that's what I did. I whipped it right at them as hard as I could. And like you could see when it was going right for them, I think it got their attention. They're like, oh shit, he whipped it right at us. Then what do you know? It was like when it was roughly above their heads, it faded over to the right, and then boom, right in the basket. And it's like, man, when it went in the basket, like normally when the disc hits the chains, it makes a pretty loud noise. And that's only if you're throwing it from like a foot or two away. So I'm like whipping it as hard as I can 200 feet away, and it fucking smashes into the basket. It was so loud. It's like you could hear it around the whole course. Just like smash! I was like, yeah! Managed to sink the shot. The only thing I didn't like about that shot, it made me a little disappointed. Because I'm like, shit, usually I only get a few shots like this a year. So does that mean that I won't have any good luck on the tournament? I'll just used all my luck for that practice shot? I hope that's not what it is. No, I was thinking though, if they were filming me for TSN, that shot would have made the highlight reel. Like that was one of those ones, it was so far and had to curve so much. It was like a 1 in a million shot. I managed to hit it. But afterwards, my shoulder was really sore, but I was like, man, it felt a little okay because at least I was playing good. It's kind of what pisses me off with disc golf. If it wasn't for pain, I bet you I could practice all the time and get really good. But it's always that pain threshold. I can only practice so much before I become in agony and just can't practice anymore. But yeah, and the other thing I did too is I brought some other discs. Like some pros keep telling me you should switch discs to one that's not as stable. So I started doing that, trying other discs that aren't as stable. It's like, oh god, I just want to take them and throw them in the garbage. It's like, yeah, sure, it's going to give me an extra 10% distance, but then I can't fucking control it. If I can't control it, what difference does it make what distance it gets? If it's going in the wrong fucking direction, right? So I don't get it. Like, we'll see when it comes time to the tournament how many people are mocking my shot after I start fucking putting up whole rounds without ever hitting the out of bounds. I don't know, some people on Facebook today were like telling me all the different hazards on the course, the long grass, the bees. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's like, I never go off the fairway. It's like you're telling me stuff that's in the rough and the hazards. It's like I'm nowhere near those. It's like every time I shoot, I'm in the center of the fairway every shot. It's like nowhere near the out of bounds. Oh, 4 purples. That's good. Alright, let's do 2 spins here. See if we get any luck. No, not to brag or anything, but my shot does go like slightly shorter. So people could debate, say, oh, your shot is shitty because it goes short. But I'm like, well, compare my accuracy. Oh, fuck! While I was talking, I pressed refresh. Oh my fucking god. Okay, please, the makers of Clone Evolution, can you put a lock button on the fucking lottery? I needed that character really bad. I've been using him for fucking weeks trying to get it, and I fucking hit the wrong button. You son of a bitch. Fuckers, Clone Evolution. I swear they did it on purpose. They put that fucking lock button on the other missions, but the one you fucking needed it? No. Did they put it on? No. You sons of bitches. Fuckers. Oh my god, that pisses me off so much. You fuckers. Man. Man, I was getting so close to winning that guy because I had the other person already got on it. So I had all that work completed. All down the fucking toilet. Fucking piece of shit. Man, I don't know what is with game programmers or fucking programmers in general. How fucking retarded are they? Like, I know I'm the one who pressed the wrong button, but at least put are you sure on a fucking button that crucial. Fucking jackasses. Oh man, I'm gonna need a couple vapes to relax after that one. That really pisses me off. Like, out of all the things that could piss me off, that's like pretty close to the fucking top. Fucking son of a bitch. At least we got 1 purple frag. Try to be nice. Try to be nice. Now just think about tomorrow. Today I was drinking some chocolate milk, hoping my stomach is back to normal. It's fucking not back to normal. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to the hospital eventually, see how much longer I can hold it out for. No, the chocolate milk just totally fucked my system. It was like almost like full-blown food poisoning again. So I'm starting to think this really isn't food poisoning. It's probably something seriously wrong with my stomach. I'm gonna probably drink some booze soon. See if that helps. Now I had a few days where I thought, hey, I'm in the clear, no signs of food poisoning. And I fucking start drinking some chocolate milk, boom, all the same symptoms. Fucking nightmare washroom episode. Now tomorrow my brother called me in for a temporary short shift, so it's gonna be a fucking scorcher. Gonna have to go in, try to get the shift done. It's one of those ones where I gotta fucking pull weeds on my hands and knees the whole day. So it should be good fucking workout at least. Yeah, today on the vape menu, I got one of my latest homegrown crossbreed strains that I made by accident. And it's funny because I believe it's a cross between two of the plants that I dislike the taste of the most. And basically took the taste of both of those flavors I didn't like, combined it into the taste of both of them that I don't like. Almost a hint of stuff that I do like, so combining the two did take the edge off a little. But I was like, holy shit, it's like both flavors that I didn't like, it preserved. Now I had one plant that turned hermy on me, and I thought it was female, so I let it just keep living. But then I noticed it had a couple tiny little pollen pods that popped, so it pollinated the other plants that were around it. I think I won that battle. I wasn't paying attention. I still can't believe I fucked over the casino spins. That really pisses me off. It took me a long time, a lot of jewels, to get it set to Catholic Hero. And if I had a lock button, I would have clicked it locked until I fucking got the Catholic Hero. Yeah, not to bitch about it, but man, anyone who's watching Clone Evolution or this stream, write into the makers of the game and ask them to put a lock on the casino spin, so you can lock it once you have it set on the character you want. Not that you click fucking spin and then it's accidentally the refresh button. What a fucking nightmare. I can't believe it fucking changed it, so now I have to fucking go through that whole fucking wheel again to try to get Crime Fighter, the Catholic Hero, back. And all those spins I did to fucking get that other one space already completed. Oh. Try to think, like, there's worse things in life. One day we're all gonna die, and everything that we have in our possessions will go in the trash. Try to think of it like that. Everything you own one day will be in the trash. The only thing I give this weed is at least it's a little bit less harsh. You can tell it hasn't been fucking going stale for over a year. It's more like 5 months stale. Now this is the year I'm never listening to that jar theory again. Like, I'll use jars when I take a nug out that I want to smoke, and I'll keep in the jar for like a week or whatever, but never again am I putting weed in jars for over a month. Fuck that. It's a nightmare. I don't know who came up with that as a good idea, and where they fucking came up with the test to prove that. It's fucking biased bullshit. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe the people that are storing their weed in jars live somewhere cold or has like air conditioning, so that their room is in a sauna. Because if your room is like as hot as the Sahara Desert, that fucking jar method is a nightmare. It'll just ruin all your weed. It doesn't matter those, I know people are going to say put in those humidity packs. I already got those. They're in the jars. So they didn't help at all. If anything, I actually tried without the humidity packs and with, and it lasted way longer without. So I don't know where that humidity pack thing is coming from. It's fucking bullshit. At least in my like trials. And it's not even close. It's like the humidity pack made it go bad in like a couple weeks. Without the humidity pack, it lasted 2-3 months. So it was like way better without the humidity pack. It wasn't even close. This is like same strain of weed, same batch, fucking 2 identical sized jars, same amount in. One with the humidity pack, one without. Humidity pack one went bad right away. And I even have more than one humidity pack, so I tried different strength humidities. At least that's some battles that I won. That cheers me up a little. Oh god, that still pisses me off. Now the one thing I like about things that piss me off, it reminds me how much I like when I'm not pissed off. Alex is my funniest tank. He's like the useless tank. He'll just stand there and do nothing. So if you need someone to stand there and do nothing the whole battle, he's your man. But if you want a tank that does something, like heals your team or attacks or poisons or stuns, definitely don't want Alex. Which is weird, because I could have swore one of Alex's abilities is supposed to be a stun. It just so rarely works that I consider him not having a stun. Now it's kind of interesting, I got some good news and bad news about my shoulder hurting. I was like, the bad news about my shoulder hurting, I was getting a little bit disappointed because I want to get into a routine where I go outside for a bike ride every day and get something productive done, like playing a round of disc golf. Something that gets me exercise, burns calories, gets me fresh air, vitamin D, a lot of productive shit there. But then I was getting a little bit upset because I'm like, shit, my fucking arm hurts so much by the second day that I have to take a break and I can't bike to play disc golf the second day. But then I realized that that's good news in a way, like the Chinese farmer story. So what it is I was actually disappointed too that when I was thinking, man, if I played disc golf every day, I'm not going to have time to do those vlogs, like the daily vlogs I wanted to do. So I was thinking, wait a minute, why don't I use this hindrance to my advantage? Because my shoulder hurts so bad the next day that I can't go disc golf, but I still want to go and do something. And I was mad before because if I played disc golf every day I wouldn't have time to vlog. You know what that means? I should vlog on my days off. So when I can't play disc golf, I should vlog that day. So I'm hoping that's like the good news and I'll be able to work that into the routine. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is start vlogging the day after my disc golf tournament. Because I'm putting a lot of energy into the disc golf tournament right now. And it's only 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks now, I think. Yeah, that practice round I had at the course, it went really well and really bad. I can't remember if I talked about it much yesterday because the episodes got fucked up. But yeah, thanks everyone. Everyone was putting, or quite a few people posted that they liked the cricket for my show. They're saying it was funny, me arguing with the cricket. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but at one point when I was yelling at the cricket, I'm like, dear God, man, the way this is going, the cricket's going to be more popular than me. Yeah, so I don't know. Sadly, the cricket hasn't made any noise tonight, but I bet you he'll be back if he's still alive. I have a feeling he's in rough shape because he was trapped in the house. I don't know how he got in. Must have crawled in under the door or something. And I figure how long could he really live in the house without any cricket food? I don't even know what crickets eat. Probably other smaller insects. Oh yeah, and I got a really nice comment too. I think it was a girl, or maybe just a guy with a girlish sounding name. Sorry if it is or isn't. But anyways, they were putting that they really liked my tutorial videos and to say thank you. I was like, alright, that was nice to hear. I try not to be a narcissist all the time, but when you're making YouTube videos and you don't get many feedback, it is nice to hear a compliment every now and then. It's like, hey, maybe I'm not doing this for nothing. What a great surprise! Now I noticed the same thing when I used to play first-person shooter games. Anytime I was having a conversation with someone while I was playing the game, I usually wasn't playing as good. Not paying attention to what you're actually doing in the game. Man, did I ever miss Battlefield 2, Bridge Too Far? Fuck, that was good. I don't know if any of you guys have played it, probably not. I think they shut the last of the servers down like 8 years ago. It was the best video game ever made, and it was so good that they had to shut it down because they couldn't get other players to switch games and play their new games. I don't know how we let them get away with that. We should have made like some petition, be like, hey, if you're gonna shut this game down, give everyone the fucking refund who bought the game. You sons of bitches. No, like really, that is a piss off. Eh? Like I bought 2 copies of the game. Each game copy cost $80. So that's like 160 bucks, and they just turned the server off. They're like, oh sorry, no one else can run the server. Game's useless now. It's like, you fuckers. I hate Sony and companies that do that. You make an online game and then you fucking shut the server down. At least when you're making an online game, make it with GameSpy or something so people can start their own servers. None of this fucking bullshit where if the company shuts it down, you're fucked. Whoa, I'm getting really close to the 8,000 flower mark. Now again, do the fucking casino spin, but it's fucking useless. I don't want any of these heroes. Pieces of shit. It's like, good. Take your fucking shit. God, that pisses me off so much. I can't believe I almost had Catholic Hero a few spins away and it fucking changed it. You fucking piece of shit game. Like, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you go to the Tavern and you get a mission that you want to keep, it has a little option to keep it. So you can just click the lock. How hard would it be to put down the fucking casino wheel? Fucking pieces of shit. Try to relax. Try to relax. No ulcer. Is that dragon chick literally the only one I have? That element? That's pretty sad. Alright, just so enough. Now I was thinking, because it's the fucking casino reward thing, I should burn through a little bit of jewels to try to get better ones. But I don't really have enough to do it successfully on a large scale, so maybe it's a bad idea right off the bat. But I'll show you the new missions. One's for the Tavern. See if I can get, what is it, the purple task, 5 of them? Then I get that fucking two red scrolls. That's almost worth it right there, right? There's no way I'm getting 20 or 30. I do need the 40 tasks done, so really I should just focus on that, get 40. Doesn't matter what ones they are, purple or not. See, even blue's good. I need lots of blues. Alright, let's try to get lots of blues. Fuck, no blues, eh? Right, so I gotta refresh this and hope for blues. Alright, 2 blues. That was kick-ass. Good work, game. I'm no longer pissed. You saved me. I have been reborn. Not to make fun of church or anything. I like occasional churches. Most of the hot chicks go to church. I swear that wasn't the only reason I went to church. Now I'm starting to wonder what it's going to be like to go outside into the video game community at large. I'm starting to wonder if anyone's going to recognize me in real life. Maybe this whole mask situation isn't so bad. I can wear the mask everywhere. It was funny when I went to play disc golf, a bunch of people showed up for the round. It was like people we knew, and they were wearing the mask. They came like right up to us and started talking. We still couldn't tell if it was them. Then they like take the mask off, they're like, oh, it is you. This mask shit is weird. It's like people are coming up to you and talking to you, and you're like, I don't know if I know these people or if I don't. Yeah, it was so weird being in a store for the first time with the mask on. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. It's like when people were talking to me in the store, I didn't like them. I could like make faces at them, stick my tongue out at them. They can't see what you're doing because of the mask. Hopefully. Now, I taught my uncle to do that. He used to get really stressed out and angry when people would yell at him and tell him what to do, because he'd always fuck shit up being mentally handicapped. And so a lot of times he would get frustrated and want to yell and swear at people and like even punch them. So I'm like, hey, to try to relieve your anger, it's like, try this. And I'm like, as soon as they turn around, make faces behind their back, like make the talking sound when people talk at you, but as soon as they turn around, do it. So my uncle started doing that every time someone would yell at him. As soon as they would turn around, he would start going. It's so funny. And it worked, because it was like he wasn't getting in trouble for yelling and swearing as much. He would just do it behind people's backs. Yeah, so that's why you gotta try to enjoy life, and even if you don't like wearing the mask, try to make fun, or try to find some way to enjoy it. It's like my favorite podcaster, one of my favorite ones, Vinny Eastwood. He's always like, just because the world's going to shit doesn't mean we can't have a good time while it's happening. Or, to paraphrase it, he says it's something like that. I think he says going to hell, not going to shit. Yeah, the way my washroom trips are going. The world is going to shit. No, really, I should be able to use this to my advantage to lose weight if I can't digest any food properly. It's like, how much fucking junk food am I eating that I'm still gaining weight and I can't even digest anything? Now, today was bad. A lot of cake, chocolate cookies, chocolate balls, chocolate milk. It's like fucking chocolate everything. It's like, no wonder my stomach is like, oh! It's like, what are you eating? It's like, are you at a fucking candy factory? It's like, have we moved to a chocolate factory? Is that what our new diet is? We live off chocolate. Eat it, drink it, inject it. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, Doc, I need chocolate. Injected now. Now, have you ever seen it where sometimes old people will like hear some trendy saying and they'll start saying it and they don't even know what it means? So it's like sometimes it's like a really awkward saying. Next thing you know, you got this like senior who's saying it all the time. It's like, back in my day, we used to buy drugs from gangs. No, well, I was thinking someone in my family, I think it was my mom or my aunt or something. She learned the saying, I don't know where she learned it from, is when something bad happens, in order to get it to work again, you should spit on it. So that's what my mom would say to like every person when they go to a store. Like if the credit card machine didn't work or something, she would say, oh, you should spit on it. I was thinking all these like store clerks are like looking at this senior going, oh dear God, what are they talking about, right? My mom would keep saying the saying. Or yeah, my brother, he's trying to get my grandma to look up the name of a card game. I think the card game was like 51 or 31, some sort of weird card game name. And he kept calling it Scat. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not Scat, because you do realize what Scat is, right? I guess my brother has never looked up the name Scat to see what it means. So he keeps telling everyone, he's like, yeah, the card game is called Scat. And he's like yelling it. And then he's like, everyone should look it up. It's like, type into Scat into Google and see what it tells you. He kept telling my grandma, he's like, yeah, you should look up Scat in Google and see. I'm like, oh God. It's like, I don't know if I should tell him. It's like, have you ever tried actually looking up Scat? I know you've been recommending it to grandma. Oh shit. Alright, sorry, I'll try not to laugh and talk. Oh. Yeah, so I figure for that Tavern event, I'm not going to go hardcore and use up all my Tavern things. I'm just going to go enough to get some decent rewards, but still save a lot for the next round. You know, I think I'll tell my brother, I'll be like, hey, you know that card game? It's like, I think I know who is playing it. Be John McAfee. It's like, check John McAfee, Jay, and then you'll see. I think he played the card game you're into. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for John McAfee. It's like, how embarrassing would it be to not only get busted doing prostitutes, but for like a news agency to find the prostitutes and interview them and ask them on like mainstream TV what you were into. It's like, surely what those prostitutes say we can't really take as word. Poor John. Yeah, I figured they'd give me a bunch of the Catholic heroes to rub it in how I fucking had them on the casino wheel. A few spins away from unlocking them in gold. The fucking wheel changed. Yeah, I really got to get on that Oh, 2 purples. I was just going to say I really need to get on with that project and get my pool house situation figured out. Because man, every time I go to the fucking hardware store to be like, oh, I could just buy the wood myself, build it. None of the hardware stores have any wood left because of the whole lockdown situation. So I'm like, fuck, man. It's like, really, I got to take this building company up on their estimate just in case they can actually get the wood. Now this is really a goal that I started back in 2012 or 2013-ish. So man, if I can pull this goal off, that'll be like one of those goals that it's almost been taking so long, it's almost impossible to think of ever actually finishing the goal. Alright, this battle wasn't so bad. When I put Alex in as the main tank, he can sure take a beating. He doesn't do much, but as far as just taking a beating, that's all we need him to do. Yeah, look at that. Sword God's hitting him and he's like, what damage? I don't see any damage. Yeah, it was so funny switching back to a normal disc for disc golf today. I was like, dear God, I'm horrible with these. It really was. When I switched discs, it would turn me into a much better player. I was surprised how much just a new disc could affect your game. If anyone's never played disc golf and you're having trouble getting a consistent shot, try the fucking stiletto. It's the most overstable disc on the market. I don't know, for me, it's like a miracle. I can just shoot it every time, land in the exact same spot. I don't have to worry about it rolling, turning, fucking anything. And it's so forgiving. It's like any way I fuck up the throw, it still goes same spot every time. Now I used to shoot with like a medium overstable disc, and even that, it would fuck up like 30% of the time. So then 30% of the time I'd have a fucked shot. And that's just not good. I need consistent, like 99% accuracy. Yeah, guys, I was thinking about some of the locations I can vlog. And because I'm in Canada's tech hub city, I can go and check out some of the video game places. So if you guys want to see some of the latest video game studios, like what's going on at EA or Google, a bunch of really cool high-tech places, so I'll try to go vlog some of them. Won't actually probably be able to go inside, but I'll show you what it's like outside, what the front of their buildings look like, what parts of the city they're in, what the traffic like is in front of them. trying to think about what I could do at different locations. And for one scene, I was thinking maybe I'll do joint smoking. Or so I'll bring joints with me and I'll just have them in public places. It's weird, in Canada they made our laws for smoking joints. You can smoke them anywhere that a cigarette is allowed. So it's like in the middle of the street where a whole bunch of families are walking around, you can just like light up a joint. It's because you can smoke on the street, so you can smoke joints on the street. It is kind of mean in a way. I was thinking like smoking weed right in front of kids, but hey, if it's legal, and I can make YouTube videos. No, I can't really show kids on YouTube anyways, so it'll be just fucking me smoking joints, probably in crowds of adults. And the adults will probably, some of them will find it weird, some of them will find it normal. Holy shit, I won another battle. That's fucked. Didn't anticipate making it to the gold stage. What the hell? My team's still alive. Alright, I'm gonna have to die in this one. Fucking 120 Jane Austen. I can't even kill her if she was here alone. Then they put me against 2 red heroes. Holy fuck. Talk about overmatched or what? Now the only way I made it to this gold match is I'm thinking the heroes that they put me against must have been weaker ones. Not in levels, but just really shitty characters. So I didn't have to fight a whole bunch of Jane Austen, so that's the way I made it farther. Holy fuck, I froze Budokai. That's helpful. Holy fuck, I still died even with Budokai frozen. Fuck. Ah, son of a bitch. It's like here I thought I could kill someone, but no, healer just healed everyone to full. It's a shame. I think I could have done well in this fight if I brought in one more attack person, one less healer. Just try to get some of them killed with good attacks. Hey, good work, Jane, or Harsh Assassin. Notice that her ability is unlocked when she dies. So when she dies last, it makes her ability useless. Too bad. Alright, for the next battle today, we'll go in to start doing some of the limited events, but before I do that, let's get a quick message from the sponsor. Today's show was brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Welcome back everybody. Never really did resolve that scene lag, but starting to get the hang of just working with it. Now let's see, what does it want for daily things? It still wants me to do the dungeon. Oh yeah, the Hand of Midas. Alright, let's give the dungeon a run. I just get slaughtered in it every time, so I'll just let it run through. Still nowhere close to beating it, so I don't even have to try. Now it's weird, the taste of this weed. I don't know if anyone's tried purple, or not purple weed, but I don't know. It sort of tastes like pine, kind of. But anyways, I had this pine strain, and then I had another strain that tastes just like citrus. It's the Baker Street government strain. Fuck, are those seeds ever good? I think those are the seeds I'm gonna go with every time. Because, I don't know, I guess maybe I don't like the flavor of them, that's the only thing. But man, even the leaves that grew on the Baker Street plants, the first set was like bigger than my head. I was like, I didn't even know a leaf was that possible to be that big. It was just fucking huge. So I don't know if that's something with the genetics or something, but man, they bred it to grow huge leaves. But anyways, it also tastes like citrus. So now it's like I got this pine citrus weed. I don't like either pine or citrus. I like the earthy flavors. It's sort of like fucking tangy or fucking almost like a, not bitter, but like a musky type taste. Like the good old fucking strong weed, not something that tastes like fruity or artificial. Good old classic weed. You know what has a good flavor is that AK-47 weed. All kinds 47. Now I found out that's what the Atlantis strain was that I kept getting and liking so much. I found out later it was AK-47. Just the government made them change the name. You know, it's a weird story too. Did you ever look up the government of Ontario? Like, our province has had a history with a project that they were busted with called MK Ultra. And what that program was they were using drugs and using it to test on the general public at hospitals in Montreal. And they tested LSD and other mind-altering substances without patients knowing. So the government got in trouble with it, and they ended up having to declassify some of the documents. But anyways, fast forward to the future now, and our same province, the government, is selling drugs legally this time. And they happen to name one of the strains right after the program they had, MK Ultra. And wouldn't you guess that it's the strongest kind they sell? So I was like, isn't that kind of ironic? The government got busted for selling drugs or giving drugs away in an MK Ultra program. Then a few years later, they're selling weed that's drugs and the strongest kind, and they named it MK Ultra. Or I guess technically the government didn't name it that, but the growers did. Hey, that was a pretty good battle. Just when I was saying I could never win, I almost had it down to just the main boss. Alright, so they want me to consume some of the heroes, so I'll just consume a little bit of the weak ones. I'm still going to save lots of the good ones for later. So I decided, instead of wasting all my stuff on heroes that I don't really need to boost up, I'm just going to keep the ones I got at the levels they're at now and just start banking everything. See how long I can bank it for. Hopefully when I unlock Jane Austen, I'll be able to just pump her up with like lots of levels. Alright, I needed to boost someone's level. Might as well not her, she's already the highest. Alright, just the arena challenges and cloning heroes. Alright, these arena matches, I'm actually trying to make it to a high score this time. So, could get pretty intense. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. I was just about to do a free Bitcoin spin so everyone could see how much I'm up to today. But when I tried to, it looks like the website is currently down for maintenance. Hoping that's all it is and not that the Bitcoin lottery website is over. If it was, that was a good run while it lasted. Now the first time I ever tried this bounty hunter mission, I made it as far as getting one of the really good rewards. And I've been playing it and playing it and playing it in the months since, and I've never once made it as close as I did the first time. So I don't know what's the deal with that. It's kind of annoying, but I'll keep trying to beat it. Won't give up now. Yeah, if anyone else has ideas that they want to see vlogged, locations in Canada, preferably near Toronto, and just let me know in the chat and I'll see if I can arrange it. Now I have a whole ton of vlogging location ideas already, but I figured it couldn't hurt to start asking just in case there's popular spots viewers want to see. Now I was hoping too, is maybe I think I got it. I'll have to check with all my supplies that I ordered from China. I'm gonna try to get one of those wireless lapel mics so that when I do vlogging, I don't have to yell and scream when I'm recording in order for the mic to hear it. I was thinking, really I can't do a lapel mic if I want to interview other people. But really, with the virus situation, I probably won't be interviewing other people anyways. I don't want to be getting close enough to them. It's against the rules. Yeah, I don't know if that's what it is. Lately, I've noticed a lot of really hot babes just like staring at me. Like, it's because of the lockdown rules that everyone's like getting really out of it. It's like, last I checked, I'm getting older. I shouldn't have more hot chicks looking at me. Maybe that's how it works. The world of opposites. The older and balder you get, the more attractive you become. Now I was thinking before, I was starting to attract more chicks because I was getting fit, wasn't overweight. But I've got the gut back now, so I really got to get that going, but it hasn't really seemed to hinder my appeal. Maybe that's what it is. After months and months of lockdown, everyone's just desperate for attention. It's like, oh, you look nice. That'll be so fucked up if I finish the pool house and have half of it as a recording studio for my show. Like, I'm even thinking of using 3/4 of it. That'll be so weird, because I'll be like a YouTuber that doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers, yet I'll have a fucking kick-ass fucking studio, be releasing videos 3 times a day. We'll see if I can make it up to the 3 video a day mark. I better be careful. Once I reach 3, I'll probably start pushing for 4. It reminds me of the one author, who was it? I think Nick something. He writes about the Men in Black. Nick Redfern, I think it is. No, he was doing interviews and people had asked, like, holy shit, man, how come you have so many books out all the time? He's like, because I write 8 hours a day. Hey, quick battle. didn't even notice that option. Yeah, so what Nick was saying is a lot of people, when they write books, they tend to be lazy authors, where they'll write maybe like an hour or two a day, maybe even an hour or two a week, depending when they get creative feelings or whatever. But Nick was like, hey, I don't write like that. He's like, when I'm a writer, I go to my desk and I write 8 hours a day, every day, all week. So he's like, by the time you're finished writing 8 hours a day, you'd be surprised how many books you can write. I don't know, I used to try writing books, but that was before Grammarly and all this editing stuff came out, so maybe I should give it another go. Now, my last book, when I wrote it, I didn't know the difference between their words. So, how you spell there, I didn't really care. I just spelled it anyway. Then later I found out is some people find that really annoying because they want each version of the word there to be spelled appropriately. Which to me always seemed like a waste of time, because I was like, how many times do you ever read the word there and you're like, oh, was this the proper way? It's like, you know what there means no matter how you spell it. So one thing with the English language, they could summarize it way down. Like, we don't need all the different spellings of there. They could just make it any of them. Now in computer programming, what they would do is they would shrink it. Because I remember when I used to do coding, like I used to take computer programming classes back in the 90s or 2000s, I think it was. Yeah, it would have been the 90s. Yeah, so I was taking computer programming classes, and that was one of the things they would do is they give you a sheet of code, and you'd have to try to write the same code, but just have the computer like summarize it so that you could have fewer strands of input and have the program still work. So like summarizing it. Now back when I was doing coding, it was a lot of if-then-else statements. I don't know if anyone remembers those from computer programming. It was kind of neat what you could do. Looks like the game just froze. But I was thinking it really doesn't matter because the game is, today's episode is already over. Kind of sucks to end it on this, but hey, don't worry. Next episode what I'll do is I'll be doing some pretty good action. Alright, so yeah, what I'll be doing tomorrow's episode is I'll be doing way more of those battles in, what is it called, the arena, so that I can get the reward for that. Sorry, I forgot to show everyone what the rewards were for that. I'll do that tomorrow's episode too. I don't think I had any viewer questions, and I hope everyone can keep doing the Bitcoin casino spins. As far as I know, it should be back up and running soon. I think it's just the website down for maintenance. I haven't seen it down for maintenance yet, but I figured it must have to, because it's always updating so much stuff. Alright, so thanks for watching everyone. If you could check out my other links below, I got the t-shirt sales. Finishing quick is my specialty. Also comes in bed sheets, and those sheets are very popular with the ladies. And I have a sex machine also linked below. It's only for guys, but if any ladies are watching the show and they're disappointed in that, they can just call me. I'll try to make it up to you. Nah, just kidding. And then, what was the other things? Got some links. Oh yeah, swag bucks. So if you want to buy those t-shirts, say you want to open your own store too and sell them on your website, sign up in the links below for that, Society 6. And the swag bucks will get you a discount when you shop at places. Not only the t-shirt stores, but eBay, Amazon, Alibaba, all that jazz. And if you want to get paid to watch videos, Hideout TV is a pretty cool way to do that. And there's also Entropia partners. I know some people start asking me, what's this game Entropia? If you want to get into it, it's a game similar like a giant MMO, except the currency is real money. So every time you win money in the game, like say you loot a really good creature or craft a really good item and you sell it, you can take that money and convert it into real US dollars. Yeah, so that's why I like Entropia. It's a really cool game. You guys should check it out too. I don't know if I have a link for Entropia in the bottom. Maybe I'll do that for today's episode. Okay, and I think that's just about all the links. My Patreon, that's another one. And let's say, today what's a clone evolution item? If the Peaceman fragments happen to fall into your vaporizer and you vaporize some of those, then give it a dislike. Because man, I only need a few more Peaceman fragments and finally I can get a gold Peaceman. And hopefully the game will run a little bit more stable in the future too. Alright, thanks everyone for watching the show and take care. And make sure you never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now. See you tomorrow, God willing. Here's the subscribe button and a video YouTube will recommend for you.